Hello and welcome everyone. Welcome. This is Miss Kenya, and today we are talking about your marketing. What's not working with your marketing and what we need to fix. First and foremost, I'm Miss Kenya, marketing strategist, and I help solopreneurs and micro business owners stop winging it and create a marketing strategy that actually gets results. Just want to check to make sure I'm live everywhere. If you are here and if you are watching, please say hello. And if you're watching a replay, feel free to drop the comment replay so that I know you're here. And okay, we all know that what is today? September 30th, 2025. Q4 is right around the corner. That's the reason for today's live stream. I wanted to talk about getting your business ready to enter Q4 and so that you have a profitable and productive Q4 and you stop winging it. Okay, because let's face it, all of us, the challenge with all of us business owners is that we make plans at the end of the year for the following year, or we make plans in the beginning of the year. The challenge is when it comes around this time of year, when September hits, we get kind of squirrely because if you have not hit your goals or you are not on track to hit your goals, we got a situation, right? We got a situation. And so I thought I was working on my own Q4 plan. So I thought, well, why not talk to my audience about what's not working with your marketing and what you can do to fix it so that Q4 is unlike all of your other quarters if you have not been on track, if you feel like you're winging it, if you feel like it snuck up on you, if you feel like what you're doing is not working, right? And so we definitely don't want that to happen. So I wanted to jump into what could be the reasons for your marketing not working and what can we do to fix those things so that when you are planning your Q4, which you may have already done or you may be doing, you can either edit, revise, or begin working on your Q4 plan with things that will actually drive results. Okay. It's not that it's your effort, it's that what you're doing is not necessarily in a strategic manner. You may not be in the right places. It's not that you're lazy or inconsistent. It's just that you don't necessarily have the right plan. You may have a plan, but it may be need tweaks. You might be missing bits and pieces of it. Okay. So let's dive right into it. Why is your marketing not working? One reason could be you're creating content without goals. How many of you are waking up like, oh crap, I didn't post on XYZ platform today. What am I supposed to do? It's okay if that's you. No shame here. Okay, the challenge when you are not creating goal-based content is that your content won't necessarily land the way you need it to land because you're creating content without the goals. And we all know that's a surefire way to just survive. So you're basically throwing spaghetti at the wall, hoping something sticks. We all know that is not a sound plan, right? That will not get you consistent leads at all. Okay, so the second reason why your marketing might not be working for you the way you want it to is because you are chasing visibility instead of conversions. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean, you are chasing vanity metrics. I mean, you are chasing likes and follows. You are chasing eyeballs instead of actually chasing the right people who need to hear your message and your content, the right people who are interested in the products and services that you offer, the right people who will click, follow through, and convert, whether you're trying to build your email list, whether you are trying to sell t-shirts, doesn't matter, the conversions, whether you're trying to get people to sign up for your live stream, your live event, your summit, your challenge, whatever, you're chasing the visibility instead of conversions. And that is a big challenge I'm finding with a lot of business owners, and that could be one of the reasons why your marketing is not working. Now, let me take a pause right quick If you're not familiar with me, hello, I am Miss Kenya, Chief Marketing Strategist over at marketingsparkler.com. And again, I help those solopreneurs and small business owners who don't have in-house marketing staff. I help them with all the marketing things, whether it's crafting a marketing message in the first place, assessing messages, figuring out what social media platforms to post on, figuring out what to post. And of course, marketing is not synonymous with social media. So figuring out all the other things that you can do in addition to using social media as a marketing vehicle to ultimately grow your business, get in front of the right ideal customers and clients to ultimately grow your business. If you're not familiar with me, I invite you to visit me at marketingsparkler.com. I have a very robust blog. I have a plethora of free and paid resources there as well. So dive in, learn more about me, and get some resources to help you DIY and grow your own business, okay? That's end of that PSA. Reason number 3. So the first reason we talked about is you're creating content without goals, right? The second reason could be that you're chasing visibility instead of conversions. You know, those vanity metrics that make us feel good. We got a bunch of likes and hearts, but not making any money, no sales, right? The third reason could be is you do not have a roadmap. You are literally spinning your wheels. We do not want to be spinning our wheels, particularly at this time of year, because we got money to make and goals to accomplish. And if we set goals and we're not accomplishing them, we don't have time to spin our wheels. We need targeted action. We need strategic action in order to get results. So this you're not having a roadmap may look like you posting when you feel like it. You're trying random tactics. You're hoping something sticks. That is really exhausting, particularly when you are working online, right? When you're working online and there are so many shiny bells and whistles and squirrels and rabbits for you to chase. When you don't have a roadmap, that's how you get sucked into those rabbit holes, because you don't have strategic action that you're doing day in, day out to build a successful and profitable business. Okay, so these are 3 of just the primary reasons I find often. Okay, and I'm not going to send a barrage your way of a bunch more reasons, because let's face it, you probably have some ideas of what's wrong. You probably have some ideas of what you should be doing, what you could be doing, what you haven't experimented with, right? Okay, so why now? Q4. Here's why this is so urgent right now. We got about 90 days left in 2025, my friends, right? You do know that, right? We got about 90 days left. You can spend those 90 days scrambling. If you've already been scrambling, you know how that works, trying random things, and then the year frustrated, hoping something will stick. Hope is not a roadmap. Hope is fall out the sky and think magic is supposed to happen. No, we got to put in some work. So today, I want you to make a commitment to use the next 90 days strategically. You can align your actions with your revenue goals, and you can create the content that converts instead of just hoping something will land, hoping something will stick. And instead of just filling up your feed with more noise and clutter. Am I the only one that finds these feeds full of clutter and crap that's not useful, that's not beneficial, that you don't want anyway? You don't want to do that. You want to end the year without feeling burnt out. You want to end the year with momentum, so that when you roll into 2026, you have the momentum, you have the game plan, you're inspired, you're motivated, and you're doing things that are actually working, right? That's the key. You want to be doing things that are actually working for you. And so when you hit January and you're already clear about what you're going to be doing and what's successful, you know you're going to like, whew, you know the burden that's going to be lifted off of you? It will be a huge release, because you'll finally stop throwing that spaghetti at the wall, and you'll be able to wake up every day knowing what you're supposed to do to market your business, okay? With that said, how are we going to fix what's not working? How are we going to move from random activity to intentional activity that drives the results? Okay, so here's a framework I use with myself and my clients to get back on track and how to fix what's not working. You ready? Oh, I'm gonna pause for a second, because if you don't have pen and paper, or you're not sitting somewhere where you could type, I'm gonna pause so that you can go get something to write with and take notes with, because I'm literally about to give you a framework of exactly what to do to fix what's not working and to get your marketing back on track. Go ahead and get that notebook, that pen and paper. Go ahead, open up that Google Doc or that Word document. I wish I had the timer. I should have put a timer on here so that I had at least 20 or 30 seconds. Okay. I hope you grab something because we're getting ready to start the framework. You ready? Fix number 1. Audit what you're doing right now. Now, remember, you're the only one looking at this framework, looking at your notes. Be honest with yourself. If you're one of those people that says, oh, I'm doing X, Y, Z, but then if you quantify, if you write down what you're doing and you look, you realize you weren't doing all that stuff you thought you were going to be doing, or you thought that you did. That's why fix number 1 is to audit your current marketing. What are you actually doing on a day-to-day, on a week-to-week basis? And what's working and what's not working? What's wasting your time? For example, if you are scheduling, if you're attending a bunch of networking events and scheduling one-on-one meetings, and then everybody ghosts you thereafter and you're not getting the results, you need to either stop doing that for your marketing or change how you're doing it. Does that make sense? So again, the first thing to do is audit your current marketing. Write down exactly what you're doing and where you're doing it and how you're doing it. If you're posting on TikTok, but you're like, I don't feel like I'm getting any results. I'm not getting any comments, no DMs, no traffic to my site or something like that. Write that down. Write TikTok. Write how many times you post a week on TikTok. And write a brief 1-2 sentence statement of what you're actually posting. When I say audit, that's an actual audit. Look at every single thing you're doing with your marketing and see the results that it's getting. If there's native analytics in something you're doing, and if you're using any of the social media platforms, there are native analytics. Look at the native analytics. Figure out if it's actually working or if you think it's working. There's a big difference between looking at the data and thinking you know what's going on. Okay, so that's fix number 1. Audit your current marketing. Fix number 2, set clear, quantifiable goals for the next 90 days. I said clear, quantifiable. I'm not going to rehash the SMART acronym. We've all heard it 1,000 times. You don't need me to rehash it to help you figure out your goals. Set clear goals for you. Now, if you have only made $28,000 last quarter, you writing down and setting a goal to make $250,000 next quarter makes 0 sense. Doesn't matter how good that feels or who so-and-so is telling you what to do or how much money they make. $28,000, $250,000 in a quarter when you don't even have a roadmap yet makes no sense. Don't do that to yourself. Don't set a goal that you are destined to fail. Set a clear, actionable goals for the next 90 days. This means your revenue goals, operational goals, your content goals, visibility goals, engagement goals. Don't just say, oh, I want to get 2 clients, or, oh, I want to make $30,000 in the next quarter. That's not a goal that you can track immediately. So when you set those clear goals for the next 90 days, set the 90-day goals and then break them out into 30-day goals. And from there, break them out into weekly goals. And from there, break it out to daily goals. This, my friend, is how you accomplish your goals. You have to create structure around your goal setting. So again, these notes are only for you. Your framework that you're writing are only for you. So be honest about what you can commit to, what your capacity is, what the tools and resources that you have on hand, whether it's human, AI, or otherwise. What is your capacity to hit those goals? Are they realistic for you? Okay. Fix number 3, map your campaigns to align with your offers. What does that mean? Your content should be positioned alongside of what you're selling. That's a fancy way of saying that. Your content should be positioned alongside of what you're selling. So first you got to figure out what you're selling. Do you know what you're selling? Do you know what you're selling? You'd be surprised how many people do not know what they're selling because they're selling 10, 15 different things. And they don't have a plan to sell any of them. They just throwing it all up on some platform, website, whatever, Shopify site, and hoping and wishing and praying somebody picks a thing to buy. My friend, that is not how we sell. That's not how we run a business. Your campaigns, your marketing campaigns should align with your offers. Each specific offer that you are selling or that you wish to sell should have a dedicated campaign that aligns with it. Now, that doesn't mean if you have 20 products, you need 20 campaigns. But what it does mean is the campaigns, the content, the ads, they should align with the offers. They should make sense. Okay, so for example, let's say you have a skincare business. And let's say your big seller that you want to focus on is your soap. Okay, your soaps, they are the gateway drug. They are the entry point for a lot of your customers, right? So you want to focus on the soaps. Then that means your marketing campaigns, what should they be focused on? Bueller, anybody. They should be focused on your soap, right? Don't talk about your shoes and your sweatshirts. You need to be focused on the soap. Marketing campaigns around the soap, around cleanliness, around why this soap, around the ingredients of the soap, around how you can buy the soap, where you buy the soap, different bundles for the soap, who needs the soap, which soap is best for this, which skincare condition. Does that make sense? Marketing campaigns aligned with your offers, okay? Fix number 4, build your content pillars. You probably heard this 1,000 times, and I'm going to repeat it. Instead of guessing what to post, create themes that guide all of your content. Now, I'm not saying the themes that are all about inspiration and motivation and Flashback Friday and Throwback Thursday and travel if that has nothing to do. I'm not talking about those type of themes. I'm talking about content themes that should guide you. And again, because they're campaigns that are aligned with your offers. So think about the categories of the things, the products and services that you sell. These are what should be your content pillars, because again, if your marketing campaigns align with your offers, then creating themes should be easy. This way, you know your content is focused and it's on target, and you know exactly what you're going to be posting because you know what you're talking about, because that marketing campaign is ultimately aligned with your products and services, your offers. Does that make sense? Good. Fix number 5. Define your success metrics. Measure what you're doing and decide on what you determine is successful. Okay? Because if you're not tracking what you're doing, you're guessing. Like I said earlier about the data versus what you think you're doing. Track what you're doing and track what you deem as successful. And if it's not working, edit your efforts. I'm not going to say pivot, but edit your efforts. Adjust what you're doing. But don't wait until you're on day 85. No. If you are consistent daily on what you're doing to market your business on day 7, day 10, something's not right, you don't feel, it's okay to switch some things up. It's okay to experiment. I'd rather you experiment early than wait till, again, day 75, day 85. It's too late to be switching it up. So again, define what you determine to be successful and track it. Is it number of email subscribers? Is it number of DMs? Is it number of social media followers? Is it number of products sold? Is it number of discovery calls? Is it a number of DMs? Whatever you deem success to be, of course, it's sales, but there's so much more to running a business than just selling stuff, right? We all know that. You got to do all the things. It's too many things to do. So you have to measure each one of the things to make sure you are on track, okay? Now, here's the thing. With all of this, and I'm going to run it back. What you're supposed to do to fix it. You ready? Fix number 1 was to audit your current marketing. Fix number 2 was to set clear goals for the next 90 days. 90 days, again, because it's September 30th, 2025. We got the 4th quarter. We're going to only do 90 days. We're only talking about this year. So don't overwhelm yourself. Fix number 3 is make sure your campaigns, your marketing campaigns align with your offers. Fix number 4 is to build your content pillars, right? Build your content pillars. Don't guess what to post. And finally, fix number 5 is decide those success metrics, okay? Decide your success metrics. Now, Here's the thing. You can do all this by yourself. I just gave you the steps to fix what's not working with your marketing. But let's be real. Most business owners don't do all of this. They don't do all this. I'm a marketer. I do this for a living, but most business owners don't do this. Okay. It's not because you can't, because you don't have the time or the clarity, or simply you don't have the bandwidth to do all this. And so that's literally why I created the Strategic Marketing Plan VIP Day. So what is it? Is it VIP Day right for you? I'm going to tell you what it is. First of all, I'm going to tell you who it's for. It's for solopreneurs and small business owners, again, who don't have the time, the clarity, or the bandwidth. It's for those business owners who don't have an in-house marketing department, but they need to get the marketing things done. It's for those solopreneurs and small business owners who don't have a marketing strategist on their team, whatever that team consists of. If you're the team and you're not a marketing strategist, or you need someone to talk these things through with you, figure out what you're doing and what you should be doing, and create a strategic plan, that's who this is for. Okay. And so VIP days, they're about 4 hours. We sit virtually. We audit your marketing. We set clear revenue-driven goals. Again, we're not chasing vanity metrics. We got a freaking business to run. We got sales to make, products and services to sell, right? We build your 90-day campaign and your content roadmap, and you walk away with a customized action plan, customized for your business based on the call we just had, so that you can start using it immediately. And because I know implementation always brings up questions, you also get 2 weeks of virtual support as you roll it out, email support. Heck, if we need to hop on the phone for 10, 15 minutes, I don't really care. My goal is to get rid of the fluff, get rid of the clutter, get rid of you asking ChatGPT, what am I supposed to do? Get rid of you asking those random Facebook group friends and members, oh, this isn't working. Get rid of the fluff. This is not a course you're not going to finish. This is not an ebook you'll never open. This is not generic advice. It is a customized 90-day strategy built for your particular business. We are going to hop on a call, and we are going to build a roadmap for you to follow. Okay. Now, I only take 4 VIP day clients per month because it's the beginning. We're getting ready to kick into Q4 right now. I'm launching at $14.97 only for the first 5 people. First 5 people. I only take 4 months. First 5 people, $14.97. After that, it jumps up to $24.97. It's really that simple. If you're interested, feel free to comment. Visit me at marketingsparkler.com. Send me a DM wherever you're watching this. You are more than welcome to reach out to me. I answer all of my comments, DMs, inbox. You can email me at Kimmy@marketingsparkler.com if you want. My email is listed everywhere. You want to finish 2025 strong? This is your chance to work with me to finish it strong. Because here's your action step. As I close this out, here's your action step. I want you to be honest with yourself and figure out what's working, what's not working. Go through the framework, okay? Make sure that you do not finish 2025 frustrated, overwhelmed, confused, and disgruntled, okay? Don't let yet another quarter pass you by without you having a strategic roadmap, okay? Again, if you need some help, I'm always available. If a VIP day is not right for you, you're not ready for it, I also do borrow my brain sessions. That's literally borrow my brain. We hop on a call and you just, okay, you tell me what's going on. I'll tell you how to fix it. It's really simple. I do them all the time. You know, it's literally borrow my brain for a fee. Visit marketingsparkler.com for more info. I hope this has been helpful because it's helpful for me to go through these things. I hope this has been helpful. If this has been helpful, make sure you hit the subscribe button, okay? Because the next week, I'm going to talk about building that 90-day strategic roadmap, okay? I'm going to show you how to build a 90-day marketing plan that works for you where you are in your business right now. Again, hit that subscribe button. If this was helpful, please leave a comment and let me know what was your biggest takeaway, and I hope to see you the next go round. Bye for now.